Good morning, children. Today we are discussing about the fourth chapter of 8th standard mathematics is understanding quadrilaterals. Understanding quadrilaterals. Okay, dear students, after the watching the video, you will note down all the problems and then learn perfectly. Any doubts, you call me and clear the doubts. Then all of you write notes neatly, and also I will conducted unit tests. Okay, everyone should attend the unit tests. So you prepare well. Okay, now we start the understanding quadrilaterals. In this one, we will discuss some topics. You are discussed in your earlier classes in 7th standard the understanding the quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals means what is quadrilateral, what is the topic. Today we are discussing those are all. The contents of this chapter is introductions, polygons, classification of polygons, diagonals, convex and concave polygons, regular and irregular polygons, angle sum property, sum of the measures of the exterior angles of a polygon, then kinds of quadrilaterals, trapezium, kite, parallelogram, elements of a parallelogram, angles of a parallelogram, diagonals of a parallelogram, some special parallelograms like rhombus, rectangle and square. This is the topic. This is the topic we have discussed in this unit, that is understanding quadrilaterals. Understanding quadrilaterals. Okay, after this topic we shall discuss the content of the lesson is first one is polygon. First one is polygon. So what is a polygon? A polygon is a simple and closed curve made up of only segments is called as a polygon. Okay, a simple closed curve made up of only line segments is called as a polygons. Okay, in these polygons we have to discuss this is a one polygon, this is another one polygon, this is other polygon, like that. These are all the polygons. A simple and closed curve made up of only line segments, simple curves. Okay, these are the closed. Okay, this is a closed figure, this is a closed figure, this is a closed figure. These are all called as a polygons. Okay, what is a polygon? A simple closed curve made up of only line segment is called as a polygons. These are all are called as a curves that are polygons. Curves that are polygons. These are curves are not polygons, but these are all curves but not polygons, because these are all not closed here. Okay, these are all not closed here. Therefore next one is the types of polygons, classification of polygons. Okay, observe this one, polygons, classification of polygons. First one is number of sides of or vertices, classification, a simple figures. First one, observe your students. First one is a triangle, which is a polygon which have three sides. This is called as a triangle. Triangle has a three sides. Triangle has a three sides. Okay, next four sides. Number of sides are four. That is called as a quadrilateral. The number of sides are four. That is called as a quadrilaterals. That is, it is having four sides. It is having a four sides. That is called quadrilateral. Next one is the number of sides is 5. The number of sides is 5. Number of sides 5. A quadrilateral having 5 sides or a polygon having 5 sides, that is called as a pentagon. That is called as a pentagon. The number of sides is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A geometrical figure which having a 5 sides, that is called as a pentagon. Similarly, number of sides are 6. Number of sides are 6. Okay, the classification of number of sides are 6. Therefore the figure which having a 6 sides, that is called as a hexagon. That is called as a hexagon. Okay, a geometrical figure which having 6 sides, that is called hexagon. A geometrical figure which having a 6 side, that is called as a hexagon. Similarly, the number of sides is 7. The number of sides is 7, that is called as a heptagon. That is called as a heptagon. The number of sides is 7. It is also called saptagon also. It is also called saptagon. Sapta means 7. In Hindi, we call that one is called a saptagon. That is sapta means 7. Similarly, yapta means 7. A 7 means a geometrical figure which having a 7 sides. That figure is called as a heptagon. Next one is a geometrical figure which having a number of sides is 8. That is called octagon. The number of sides is 8. That is called octagon. Octa means 8. Okay, octa means 8. Okay, a geometrical figure which having 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is called as a 8. Similarly, a geometrical figure or a polygon having 9 sides. A polygon having 9 sides, that is called as a nanogon. That is called nanogon. Nano means 9. Nanogon. A geometrical figure. This one is having a 9 sides. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is having a 9 sides. Similarly, decagon. A number of deca means 10. A geometrical figure which having a 10 sides, that is called as a decagon. That is called as a decagon. It is a figure, a simple figure which having a 10 sides. A simple figure. This is having 10 sides. This is a simple figure which is having a 10 sides. Okay. Next one is diagonal. After the classification of polygons, we shall discuss about diagonals. Okay, this is the classification of polygon. It is a polygon. This is the classification of polygons. We are classify the polygons. Next one is a diagonal. What is a diagonal? A diagonal is a line segment. What is a diagonal? A diagonal is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Means non-consecutive means, dear student, consecutive means one after the other. For example, for S, P and R are the consecutive vertices, but Q is not consecutive vertices. With joining of these two non-consecutive vertices of a line segment, it is called as a diagonal. Okay, so a diagonal is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Is it understood? A diagonal is a line segment which connecting two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. This is called as a diagonal. Okay, similarly, you observe this one. Okay, these are all A to D, A to C. Okay, A to D, A to C. These are all the polygons. These are all polygons which having a vertices. AC is a one vertices, AD is a one vertices. Similarly, B D is a one vertices. Similarly, BE is another vertices. Okay, the joining of non-consecutive vertices, that is called as a diagonal. Therefore, AC is a one diagonal, AD is a one diagonal. Similarly, BE is a one diagonal. Similarly, BD is a one diagonal. Similarly, CE is a one diagonal. Like that. Observe this one figure. KLM, it is a polygon of your vertices. Okay, a polygon has interior and exterior regions. The interior has a boundary, but the exterior has no boundary. Okay, a polygon has interior and exterior regions. Okay, observe here. It is called interior region. This is called exterior region. In the interior region, it having a one boundary, but exterior region do not having any boundary. Okay, exterior region has no boundary. Exterior region has no boundary. Okay, observe that one. Next one is the types of polygons. Take it as students. Types of polygons. Types of polygons. First one is convex polygons. First one is convex polygons. Okay, these are all convex polygons. These are all convex polygons. Okay, trapezium. This one is hexagon, parallelogram. This is rectangle, pentagon. These are all called as a convex polygons. Observe this one. This is called concave polygon. These are all called concave polygons. Means the reflex angle is more than 180. Here less than 180. Those are convex polygon. These are all concave polygons. Next type is regular and irregular polygons. Next one is regular and irregular polygons. What are regular polygons and irregular polygons? Observe these figures. We have to discuss about regular polygons and irregular polygons. Observe these figures. Okay, regular polygons here. Triangle, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon. These are all called as a regular polygons. These are all called regular polygons. Here we consider these are all called irregular polygons. These are all called regular polygons. What is a regular polygon? What is irregular polygon? A polygon that is equiangular and equilateral is called regular polygon. These are all called equiangular and equilateral. These are all called as a regular polygons. You observe that one. What is a regular polygon? Which is having equiangle. All angles are equal and all sides are equal. Such a polygons are called regular polygons. Okay. What is the regular polygons? Here it is 60 degree, it is 60 degree, 60 degree. Okay, three sides are equal. Then all angles are equal. Such a polygon is called as a regular polygon. Similarly, it is a square. It is having four sides are equal. Okay, four angles are equal. It is called regular polygons. In what is a regular polygons? Regular polygon is a polygon that is equiangular and equilateral. Such a polygon are called regular polygon. So, what is irregular polygon? Okay, an irregular polygon is any polygon that is not regular polygon. It means which is having not any equiangular or not equilateral. Such a polygons are called irregular polygons. Such a polygons are called irregular polygons. Yeah, an irregular polygon is an polygon that is not regular polygon. Not regular polygon. It can have side of any length and each interior angle can be measured. Okay, any irregular polygon is any polygon that is not regular polygon. It can have sides of any length and each interior angle can be any measure. Angle sum property. Angle sum property. A diagonal of the quadrilateral divides a diagonal of the quadrilateral divides the into two triangles. The sum of all interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. The sum of all interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Therefore, the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 180 into 2, that is 360 degree. That is 360 degree. Similarly, we can write the sum of interior angles of a polygon of any number of sides. Okay. Therefore, the sum of measure of the interior angles of a polygon. Okay, observe this polygon. These are all called interior angles. This one, this one, this one, this one is interior angles. Therefore, the sum of measure of exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degree. If this is true, whatever the number of sides of a polygon. Okay, the sum of exterior angle also, the sum of interior angle also 360 degree. Similarly, the sum of exterior angle is also 360 degree. The sum of measure of the exterior angle also 360 degree. Observe here, the sum of the measure of any quadrilateral is 360 degree. Similarly, sum of measure of exterior angle of any polygon is 360 degree. Find x. Example 1, we study discuss about find the measure of x in the figure. Find the measure of x in the figure. Observe this figure. This is 110 degree. This is degree, this is 90 degree, this is x degree. Therefore, we know that the sum of the exterior angle of a polygon is 360 degree. Therefore, 90 plus 110 plus, therefore 110 plus 50 plus 90 plus x is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, 110 plus 50, 160, 160 plus 90, 250, 250 plus x is equal to 360 degree. Transpose x is equal to 360 minus 250. Therefore, x is equal to 110 degree. Therefore, the fourth exterior angle is 110 degree. Next, second example. Find the number of sides of a regular polygon. Find the number of sides of a regular polygon whose exterior angles as a measure of 45 degree. Find the number of sides of a regular polygon whose exterior angles as a measure of 45 degree. Therefore, the number of sides of a regular polygon is equal to 360 divided by the measure of each exterior angle. That is equal to the number of sides is equal to 360 divided by the measure of exterior angle is 45 degree. Therefore, 45 8 ja 8 360. Therefore, the number of sides is 8. Therefore, the number of sides is equal to 8. The number of sides of a regular polygon is equal to 360 divided by measure of each exterior angle. That is equal to the number of sides is equal to 360 divided by 45 degree. That is equal to 8. Next, two kinds of quadrilaterals. Next one is kinds of quadrilaterals. Dear students, after the two examples, we will study about kinds of quadrilaterals. First one is trapezium. What is a trapezium? Observe this one figure. In this figure, it is a quadrilateral, okay? It is a quadrilateral in which these AB and CD are parallel sides. The other pair AD and BC are not parallel. Such a figure is called as a trapezium. Observe that one. Similarly, another one figure, okay? PQRS, okay? PQRS. Here observe that PQRS, it is a quadrilateral in which the one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Such a type of trapezium are called, such a type of quadrilateral is called as a trapezium. Okay, trapezium is a quadrilateral with a pair of parallel sides. Trapezium is a quadrilateral with a pair of parallel sides. Students, ಟ್ರಾಪಿಜ್ಯ ಎನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಚತುರ್ಭುಜ, ಅಂದರೆ ಚತುರ್ಭುಜ 4 ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಕ್ಲೋಸರ್ ಫಿಗರ್ 4 ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಚತುರ್ಭುಜ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ನೋಡಲಿ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಟ್ರಪೀಸಿಯಮ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಜೊತೆ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲೇಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜೊತೆ ಸೈಡ್ಸು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಟ್ರಪೀಸಿಯಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಎ ಬಿ ಇವು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪಿ ಎಸ್ ಇವು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸು. ಒಂದು ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲೇಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಟ್ರಪೀಸಿಯಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರಪೀಸಿಯಮ್? ಟ್ರಪೀಸಿಯಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲೇಟರಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಎ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್. A pair of parallel sides, such one is called as a trapezium. Next one is kite. What is a kite? Observe that one. A, B, C, D. Kite is a one type of you have to do in your child ಐಸ್. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ವ, ಈ ರಜೆ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಪತಂಗ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಗಾಳಿಪಟ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಕೈಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಗಾಳಿಪಟ ಅಥವಾ ಪತಂಗ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಏನಿದು ಗಾಳಿಪಟ? ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಥರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟ ಆಡಿಸಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪತಂಗಗಳನ್ನು, ಈ ಗಾಳಿಪಟಗಳನ್ನು ಗಾಳಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಪಟ ಗಾಳಿಪಟ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಗಾಳಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಕೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಕೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು ಜೊತೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಕೂಡ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಎ ಬಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿ ಸಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇವೆರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸು. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ದಿ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದಾವಲ್ಲ ವಿತ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಈಚ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸೈಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದಿ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕೈಟ್. ಕೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್. ದಿ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಈಚ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಈಚ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇವೆರಡು ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಇವೆರಡು ಸೈಡ್ಸು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಅಂಥದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ parallelogram, students. What is a parallelogram? A parallelogram is a quadrilateral. Observe that one. ನೋಡಿ, ಇವೆರಡು ಎ ಬಿಗೆ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ಲು, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಎ ಡಿಗೆ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ಲು. ನೋಡಿ, ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್. ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್, ಇವೆರಡು ಸೈಡ್ಸು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ಲು, ಹಾಗೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಸೈಡ್ಸು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ಲು. ಇದೇನಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವೆರಡು ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್ whose opposite sides are equal and parallel. Whose opposite sides are equal and parallel. Such a quadrilateral is called as a parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal and parallel. Is it understood? A parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal and parallel. Such a figures are called as a parallelogram. For example, AB and CD are equal and parallel. Similarly, AD and BC are opposite sides which are equal and parallel. Okay, in this one, AB, BC, CD, AD, these are all called as a alternate angles. There are alternate sides, then alternate angles. Observe this one. Okay, these two diagonals, ABC is a one side. Similarly, observe here AC, BD, and these are all the parallelogram. Then find the perimeter of a parallelogram PQRS. Example third, observe here. Find the perimeter of a parallelogram PQRS. Observe here, in a it is a parallelogram, PQRS is a parallelogram. In parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Suppose PQ is equal to 12 centimeter, therefore SR is equal to 12 centimeter, because it is opposite sides are equal and parallel. It is also 12. Similarly, okay, RQ is parallel and equal to SP, therefore it is also 7 centimeter. Therefore the perimeter of a parallelogram is equal to sum of all four sides. Therefore PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP, that is equal to PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP. There PQ is equal to 12 centimeter given. Similarly, QR is equal to 12 centimeter, because RS is equal to 12 centimeter, because it is opposite and equal to PQ. Therefore RS is equal to 12 centimeter, plus SP is equal to 7 centimeter, because SP is 7 centimeter, because it is equal to RQ ಅಥವಾ QR. Therefore that is equal to 7 centimeter. Therefore sum of four sides is equal to 12 plus 7, 19 plus 12, that is 19 plus 12, 31, 37 plus 7, 38. Therefore the perimeter of a parallelogram is equal to 38 centimeter. Next one is angles of parallelogram. Angles of parallelogram. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal measures. Okay, in parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal measures. Then in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. The opposite angles are equal. Okay, observe this parallelogram. Okay, the opposite angles are equal. Similarly, angle S is equal to angle Q. Similarly, angle P is equal to angle R, because the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, measures are equal. Okay, next example fourth one, observe this one. In the figure, this one 3.26, BEST is a parallelogram. BEST is a parallelogram. Okay, find the value of x, y, z. Find the value of x, y, z. Therefore, observe here, angle x is equal to angle b, that is given 100 degree. Okay, because the opposite angles are equal. Okay, angle x is equal to angle b, that is 100 degree. Therefore angle y is equal to angle b, that is 100 because corresponding angle, that is corresponding angle. Therefore angle z is equal to angle x, that is equal to 100 because corresponding angle. Therefore the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Therefore the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. The adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Yeah, next, fifth one example. In a parallelogram RING, if angle R is equal to 70 degree, find all the other angles. Find all the other angles. Therefore, angle R is equal to 70 degree. Therefore, angle N is equal to 70 degree because in a opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Therefore, angle I is equal to 180 minus 70, that is 110 degree. Similarly, the sum of the alternate angles of a parallelogram is 180 degree. Therefore, angle G is equal to 110 degree because opposite angle of a parallelogram are equal. Therefore, the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Next one is the diagonals of a parallelogram. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. The diagonals of a parallelogram are bisect each other. The diagonals of a parallelogram are bisect each other. Next, dear student, it is a homework for you. It is a homework. Question number 6 is a homework for you. In the figure 3.1, HELF is a parallelogram. Okay, lengths are in centimeters. Given that y is equal to 4 and HL is equal to 5 more than PE, find OH. Find OH. This is the homework for you students. You do this one homework. This is homework for you. Okay, this is the homework for you. You do the homework. Okay, next one is some special parallelograms, that is rhombus. Some special parallelogram, that is rhombus. In a rhombus, all sides are equal. It is a rhombus. In a rhombus, all sides are equal. All sides are equal and opposite angles are parallel. And the opposite angles of a rhombus is equal. The opposite angles are the opposite equal and opposite sides are parallel. The opposite angles of a rhombus is equal. Such a figure is called as a rhombus. ವಜ್ರಾಕೃತಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇದನ್ನು. ರಾಂಬಸನ್ನು ವಜ್ರ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಸೇಫಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು. ಈ ವಜ್ರಾಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಆಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್, ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಆನಂತರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ರಾಂಬಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಂಬಸ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ರಾಂಬಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ parallelogram. A rhombus has all the properties of a parallelogram and also that of a kite The diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisect and one another. The diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of one another. Okay, this is the perpendicular bisectors of one another. Next, example 7. REC is a rhombus. Find x, y, z, justify your finding ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Okay, this is the example 5th one. Observe this one. Okay, C, E, R, S. Okay, in this one x is equal to y is equal to 5 centimeter because the diagonals are bisecting each other. Similarly, OC is equal to 12 centimeter because the diagonals are bisecting. Z is equal to ER is equal to 30 centimeter. In rhombus, all sides are equal. Next, properties of a rectangle. What is a rectangle? It is the figure of a rectangle. In rectangle, the opposite sides are equal and parallel. All angles are 90 degree. Okay, a rectangle is a parallelogram with equal angles. All angles equal to 90 degrees. Such a figure is called as a rectangle. Being the parallelogram, the rectangle has opposite sides of equal length and diagonals of a bisect each other. Next, the diagonals of a rectangle are equal length. The diagonals of a rectangle are equal length. Okay, next, dear student, this is doing homework. RE length, its diagonals meet at O, find x. OR is equal to 2x plus 1, OT is equal to 3x plus 1. The diagonals of the rectangle are equal and bisecting each other. Therefore, 3x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 4. 3x minus transpose to 2x. 3x minus 2x is equal to 4 minus 1. X is equal to 3. Okay, dear students, next class we shall discuss about square. Okay, today we shall do finishing this lesson. Today I will finish this lesson. Okay, remaining we shall discuss in the next class. Thank you for one and all for watching this one. Okay, I will send the homework in WhatsApp group. All of you answer the questions.